Hello guys, this is Trail Rider coming at you with a long overdue how-to video tutorial. What we're going to be doing is we are servicing this 2012 Polaris Sportsman 500 HO. We're changing the oil. I got a battery coming for it. I'm going to check the air filter and clean it. It doesn't get a lot of use on it. It may look like it, but it doesn't get ran a lot. They're up here maybe a week and a half, a year, and every now and then I'll break it out and run around for them, but that's about it. So we're going to be servicing it today. The battery's not here yet, so I will pause the video when the battery gets here. We're putting a brand new battery in it, so and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll get going after this. Okay, first thing I'll tell you right now is I'm a proponent of using OEM stuff, not aftermarket stuff when you do these oil changes. So this is a PS4 oil change kit. They're $60 to $80 depending on where you buy them. It comes with a gasket right here for the drain plug. It comes with oil filter and 2 quarts oil is what this holds. But I don't necessarily use, because this has a remote reservoir, which is the filler cap is right here, and your dipstick is all in one. We're going to pull that out. I pump the oil out of them. You can see it's a little dirty, not bad. But we're going to pump the oil out. I have a vacuum pump set up right here. And what I do, and this is how I've done them, and I've never had trouble with an engine when I do them. I've done my own Sportsman when I had it the same way. Just much easier. That dipstick fits right down to the bottom of the reservoir. I already had it running for a few minutes now. We just pump her up. You can see it's drawing up through here. See, it's drawing up. These pumps are about $180, $150. You might be able to find them cheaper. I've had this one a while. We're just gonna pump her up and walk away and let her do her thing. And you can see right now it's drawing it out. Then what you're gonna say, well, there's still oil in the engine. Technically there is. What I do, the last thing I'll do is I'll quick fire it up for a second or so, then I'll shut it off. And usually when you do that, it gets all the oil out of the engine. The oil pumps are really good on these engines, so you can see the oil's flowing out of it right now. So we'll get back with you after we get her pumped out. Okay, we're getting to the end of it. You can see they're getting air bubbles here in the lines. Kind of see the air bubbles. So what I'll do is we're going to go ahead and start it up for a second. You can see it's picking up. Now we'll shut it down. That's all you do. Just that long. And this will get it out. This pump makes it a whole lot easier than laying on the ground. I know you guys going to say, well, what about the sludge and the crap in the bottom? This is drawing from the bottom right now. So in the way the reservoir body is shaped, you can kind of somewhat see it. I got it stuck down there right where the pump would be, right where the plug would be. So at the lowest point, so it's going to get all that shit out of there. So then when it's completely, you can see right now, see there? You can hear it, you can actually hear it if you listen. And you can see here, this is graduated. I got exactly 2 quarts of oil out of it. That's what it holds. So that, there will show you that you can get the oil out with a pump. What I'll do now is we'll just pull her out. You can hear it. And it works best when the oil is warmed. Their engine's been warmed, so the oil was warm when I pumped it out as well. So, yep. So just like that, we got the oil out of it. Set that over there and make an oily mess. Let's do this for now until this runs out of the hose like that. I'll clean that up. I'll be right back with you. See, sitting out there, it's 2 quarts I pumped out of it. So now I'm going to pull the filter off. Because I had it running, you may get a little oil, but typically if you don't run them, they drain back into the block. And we're just going to take this filter right off, and we're going to install a new one. We'll put oil to it, and I'm going to have an oily mess on the floor a little bit here. I'll just clean it up when I'm done. There we are. Got the filter off. Right there it is. Then I'm going to take the filter and do something with it. I have a sandy spot over here. I'm just going to let it go in this little sand spot. Then I'm going to pick the filter up. Then I just scoop up that dirt and put it in the bag with the filter. So next step is to install a new filter, which is right here. And we're going to take a little bit of this oil I spilt, put it on the O-ring gasket. Make sure there's no gasket stuck to here. You know, that's I don't know how many. I actually made that mistake once when I was working in the boat business and wrecked a motor. So yeah, to make sure that you get all the gaskets. See, now the new filter's on, and then you don't have to really over tighten them. Just go like that. That's all you got to do. Then we're going to go ahead and let's see here. These filter pliers I just had, you can pick them up at Harbor Freight or any place. They weren't that expensive. You notice I did not use that pull the plug. I could have, but then you got to go do a deal with the drain pan, and I don't know. This is easier, ain't it? And this is really cool because if I'm good, like that. Oh shit. Not that good today. Made a mess on the floor a little bit. This is full synthetic, and don't worry, I lost some, but it's not enough to hurt anything. Just to make a mess on my floor. So, okay. Our next one, I'm gonna get me a funnel. I decided. Let's see here. I'll be back with you when I get my funnel rounded up. All right, I got a funnel. It is. See that how easy that is with an actual funnel. Duh. And just use a funnel. Just like that. Then I usually do with the old jugs. I put them right back in the box and put it all in the trash together. Put the caps back on them too. That's a good idea. Right here, just screw the cap back on there with any oil residue. Doesn't make a mess. It's like that. These gaskets, I hang on to them, even though I didn't use it, because I may have a situation where I may need one down the line. So, just like that, we're oiled up. I'm going to stick this over here. I got a drain pan on this shelf. We're just going to stick it right in that drain pan, just like that. Then, because I got my rag all oily, because I have to put it down in the puddle, I go over here to my rag bucket, bin, I should say. Give me a rag. That way I do have extra oil floating around here if I need to pull it with it. But then we're going to wipe the dipstick off, reinsert it. Just like so, and take it off, and we should be in the range. We're within the range. Actually, we're a little slightly above. So, and just like that, Oil change is done. New filters installed. Made a mess of my floor. So we'll get back with you. Well, our next thing, we might as well check it while we're here. We're going to pull this cover off because this thing's been sitting all winter. And I'm going to pull the filter out of it. We're going to clean everything up. You can see this pre-filter is a little dirty. We're going to clean all this up. The filter itself, if you look at it, it's pretty good. So I'm going to pull that off. And what you do is you take a bucket with some Dawn dish soap, and that's what I use to clean the pre-filter. Just put it in there and swish it around like a wash machine. So, but anyway, we'll get back with you after I got it all cleaned up here. The air filter is like brand new in it. It doesn't get used much. This the pre-filter does, and this is actually from the vent tube on the crankcase. Getting it dirty here, so I'll clean it up. Then when the battery gets here, we're going to be installing the battery. So I'll get back with you after we get it all cleaned up. Okay, this bucket here is got Dawn dish soap in it, and we're just going to clean her up. Just like that, like a wash machine. Dawn dish soap will take the, if you cleans ducts, get oil on them, it'll clean up this. You can see right there, see how it's cleaning it? This is like a 30 micron filter is what they use, so yeah, we just kind of clean her up. You see it's got soap in it. You can see right there it's getting a little better. Won't get it 100% unfortunately, because it'd be nice if we order, when you order air filters, they give you the pre-filter, but they don't always do that. So, alrighty, looks a lot better. I'm going to hose it off, and then I'll get it ready to put back on. So, as always, I'll get back with you. There it is. See, it's all cleaned up, back installed. Look, come out pretty good. Now we can go ahead. And yeah, you can clean up the air box. I guarantee you, like where I'm at, our first outing, that box will look just like what it is now. So, just like that, air filter's done, the oil change is done. I'm going to leave this seat off because right here is the battery. So, it's an AGM battery. It actually sits right underneath there, just right there, in a good spot, So, oil change is done. We serviced the air filter, so we just need the battery here. I'm going to put this together, and I'm going to pull it outside and give it a bath. And so when you see it next, it'll be all cleaned up, and we'll have a new battery installed. So, see you in a few.